Hi, it's Charles at Empress Mills, and today we are taking a look at the brand new collection from Lewis and Irene, Yuletide. It is a fabulous festive range, it really is, with lots of traditional colours, lots of traditional imagery, particularly focusing on foliage and all of the traditional plants and things, poinsettias, holly, anything on those sort of lines that we would traditionally associate with Christmas. Lewis and Irene have gone to town with the use of metallic in this collection, but they are always at pains to point out to me the effort they take in adding detail with metallic and not just splashing it around for the sake of it. I hope that really comes across in this video. I think you will agree they've done a wonderful job. As always with the Lewis and Irene collection, there are 15 prints in the range, which are 3 colourways in 5 different main designs. Lewis and Irene have also brought out 5 specially coloured bumbleberry fabrics, shades, should I say, that's the word I was looking for, bumbleberry shades, which are designed specifically to work with the range. Bumbleberries are Lewis and Irene's own blender collection. There's lots of colours in that range, but these 5 are coloured specifically to work with the Yuletide range. So if you did decide to have a look at the pack and the bumbleberries that we've pulled out on the website that go with the collection, they are absolutely perfect. So, enough of the boring bits, enough with the blenders, on to the main designs. They are absolutely fantastic, I am sure you'll agree. This one features all sorts of different foliage. Let me just get it out so we've got a little bit more to play with. We've got the white poinsettia, the Christmas rose, there is mistletoe, holly, I think there's a little sort of pine, this little spruce over here, which again, all of these you will see work right through the range. So the designs really tie together nicely in this collection. And as I was mentioning, the use of metallic, they've been quite precise with it of Lewis and Irene. So although the collection, that's got a green background, just so you know, just in case the camera's been a bit funny. So although the collection uses lots of metallic, as you can see, they've gone to town on the detail with it, should I say, not they've gone to town on the detail. And you can see it there, hopefully, on these poinsettia leaves, a nice red poinsettia on this one. We've got it around the edges and on the holly, on this spruce and these extra little bits in the centre of the Christmas rose there. But it is quite precise, and as I say, they do spend a lot of, I mean, you wouldn't think it would, because you just, I don't anyway, don't tend to think about these details, but they do spend a lot of time and effort on these little bits and bobs on each design and making sure it's nice and precise and delicately used. That's a wonderful, now that one, I should just mention it, that's a black background, but to me, because of the use of colours and things, it almost comes across as a very dark navy. There is a black background later on, and it looks, to me it looked, but it's only the look. When you actually put them together, it's the same colour, but it's just an interesting little point. This is the cream version in this design. Now, as you can see with this one, lots of use of metallic still, and although it's cream, I wasn't 100% sure how well this would work when I first saw the design, the computer images of it, but now I've seen it in the flesh, that metallic has worked an absolute treat. Just look at it there around this ivy and this spruce and things, just there. And it has worked really well with that sort of creamy colour background, and it's almost got sort of a touch, I think it's these sort of plants here, just this little touch of almost a little minty style feel to it. Not too much, I've got to say, but it's just there as an interesting colour combination, but it works so well, and all of the range just has that really festive feel, as I'm sure you were picking up, because it's just fantastic. Aha, this is my favourite design in the entire range, I've got to say. Shouldn't have favourites and all that, but we always do. Just look at this stunner. Isn't that fantastic? It's got, there we go, it's got this wonderful reindeer on, but that Christmas red to me, I'm a massive fan of Christmas and a real traditional Christmas really. So that to me is just strikingly a fantastic Christmas print. And again, wonderful use of the metallic detailing, which hopefully you'll be picking up quite well around the silhouettes of the holly. Again, these little stars, with an actual star there, which then branches out to both sides where the reindeer are, for example. Oh, and I hadn't spotted actually, but Actually, there's little spots on the Christmas tree as well, just adding just a little bit of Christmas magic to the tree itself as well. But that is I like it. So it's a really nice print. Is that comes in the cream as well? Let me show you this one. Don't want to miss any of the designs. So it comes in that cream as well. Now to me, and I'll just hope you'll be able to see them both together. To me, on the cream, because Lewis and Irene have used this extra sort of very greeny blue sort of style colour on the tree itself, I think that stands out really well on the cream. Whereas on the red, they've used this white. So I am more of a fan of the red, but that's just an interesting little bit of a difference that they've been able to achieve because of that different background colour on there. So there's that one. And then also the same design with the black background, and this just makes the gold stand out an absolute mile. Look at that embellishment there. It's just something else, isn't it? And again, lots of detail, and hopefully on that design in particular you'll be able to see it. But the same metallic obviously has been used on all three of the prints we've just been looking at in the same areas. But it just stands out so well on that one, doesn't it? It really does. It's brilliant. Now, these three, I will just move so we can explore the next designs. Pop those there. Now this one is, let me just get the right print. This is the absolute favourite of Mum's in this range. She is a massive, she's a massive gardening fan in general. She'd tell you that she isn't and that she's no good, but she's very green fingered. His mum loves poinsettias. We've got them all over the house at Christmas. And she carries them on all through the year. She's a bit crazy like that. She'll tell me off for saying that, but never mind. This is Mum's absolute favourite print, and there are obviously a couple of other colourways. But again, just the detail on this one, and it's quite subtle with that cream background, but we've got the gold spot, nice and delicate there, just surrounding each one of the flower heads. And then of course on the actual veins and the leaves themselves, all highlighted in the centre. But yeah, that's Mum's favourite, and it comes in the black background, which to be honest, I'm more of a fan of this black background, just because I think it makes that gold pop so much more on this one. So there's the black background, and then also the green background with the white poinsettia instead of the red for this one. There we go. But aren't they just brilliant? And again, that delicate use of the metallics, which is nice to see. There we go. The last three are the real sort of blender prints in the collection. Let me just move those ones, and then I've got enough room to show you these next three. We've got a nice star, just a classic star really in the range, with a little bit of detail. Doesn't it look amazing, that red actually? With just a little bit of detailing around each of the stars, has this sort of dotted border, and then an additional little star in each corner of the border itself. So there is that star in the red, and then Christmas green. This is the Christmas green shade. And then of course the lovely the lovely cream background as well, as you can see there. And the final three prints, absolutely classic. Look up, I think I've got to join here. What's it doing to me? No, it was just folded a little bit odd. Just a classic holly print. Again, just a real cracking all rounder. They pop the little red berries on for the holly as well, and just use that touch of metallic on some of the holly leaves themselves, just around the silhouette of the outside of the leaf. So there is that, in a nice Christmas red, just there. Hopefully we're getting all these nice colours for you, nice and effectively. And then lastly, in the cream for the holly as well. And this in particular just helps the red berry of that holly stand out nice and effectively. Hopefully you'll be able to see that quite effectively on this one. It is on all of the other two colourways, but I think it just stands out that little bit better on the cream background for this. Obviously depending on your use. But that holly in particular, wonderful. One of the ladies here said it, what an absolute fantastic design, just for being an all-round Christmas print, but also omnidirectional. It really, really does work in any direction, that one, so you won't be won't have any problems using it across a variety of projects. And I know I mentioned that on more or less every video we do on a Lewis and Irene range. Lewis and Irene design their fabrics with quilting in mind. They are 100% cotton. They wash well, but with that in mind, they are perfect for so many other uses. We'll see with some panels in a second. In fact, let me be getting ready. We'll see with the panels. Absolutely fantastic. Yes, for quilting, but also for cushions, advent calendars, anything really. Aprons, table runners, all sorts. These fabrics are perfect for. They really do work right across the board. Let me move these. Oops, he says confidently. See if I can move them nicely, that is. Oh, I don't want this stack to fall to bits. I might have made a mess of it. Give me no, it's fine. There we go. And just down here, some we've cut earlier, we've got the panels. Here we are onto the panels. There are 4 panels in the Yuletide collection and all make extensive use of metallic that we've seen on the main design collections as well. Which one is this? We're in no particular order, I should say. We've just got these before filming. So this is the table runner. And it is a yard panel, so you are getting both of those. Let me just let me hold it up a little bit differently for you than you can see. So you do get both of those as part of the set. And again, hopefully you'll be able to see this detail. Lots of detail around the holly, just like we've seen on the main prints. We've got that wonderful star being picked up that we saw earlier, and then that's also visible in the other elements in the runner itself. And then the main centre design with a black background, but that just makes the holly and those metallics just pop, doesn't it? And then they've used this lovely metallic spot as well, which I should just point out. Red spot, which I just think looks super. And I've just noticed actually the stars are coming off the back of the reindeer's legs. That's like they're racing through the sky. So you can name the reindeers. I'll let you decide which ones they are. So we've got the table runner. Which one is this coming up? This is the placemat. So this will be a perfect set to go with the runner. Let me just get this out. Here we go. So there's the 6 placemat that you get in as part of the placemat panel. And again, it just works so well with the runner. Let me just hold it up, then we can see both. So we've got, the perfect, it's designed to work together. We've got the star on both of them. And then these placemat centres all feature the same design as the runner. But we are also picking up that Christmas rose in the corner of each one of the placemats as well. Just a nice little extra touch as part of the border element to that. Is this the stocking? This is the stocking. And the Tomton stocking this year, the other one of the Lewis and Irene ranges, is a bit smaller. So this is their nice big stocking for this year. And look at that. Perfect for a few presents in there. And again, lots of nice detail with this foliage. Let me just hold it up for you. We've got that lovely poinsettia. And again, just a blown up version of that. The Christmas rose and this super use of metallic in the centre. And then lavish use of metallic. I've talked about Lewis and Irene being delicate with the metallic, but on this, they've absolutely gone to town. So we've got these big nice stars, that lavish use around the silhouette of the holly. On these extra star elements as well, it's just all over. But you've got the main stocking elements, and of course, it is just up to you. You can use those back to back and use them so you've got a design on both sides, or of course, you could back it with a different fabric, in which case, which a lot of people do prefer to do, you've got 2 fantastic stockings there just ready to use. But yes, that's a super one, isn't it? And as I say, I know I've talked about them being delicate with the use of metallic and placing it very sort of precisely, but on that one, they've just absolutely gone to town. Nice Christmas lavishness on that. And the last one must be the bunting. It's the bunting, Christmas bunting. It's been really, really popular over the past few years. Particularly the Tomton's range, they've spread it now of Lewis and Irene, and we've got it in this collection. And you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16 individual flags. And I was going to say all, but most make use of metallic. There are just 2, which are the mistletoe there with the green background. And then also at the top there with the very dark navy background, or black, dark navy background there. that don't have metallic on. Everything else does. And again, quite lavish use of that metallic. You can really see on that foliage one, just absolutely full of metallic. It's a really, really nice range, isn't it? Such an impressive collection is this one. It really is. But yes, that's super. And I will just mention, I know it sounds silly, but we do always get questions on this. That is selvage to selvage, just in case you're wondering how we cut it. That's how that panel is being cut. Apparently we get quite a few questions on that, so hopefully that's been helpful. If not, please get in touch. We will, of course, answer any questions on measurements and things. Although each one of the individual panels, we put all of the measurement details on the website too. So that is there. And I should just mention the 3 curated bundles that Lewis and Irene themselves put together. And in each of the bundles, Lewis and Irene are always telling me, you know, they try and make these bundles tonal but not monotonous, and you can really see that in this range. We've got a red background, a cream, a black, a cream, and a green. So a real assortment of colours, and yet it all works as a little range. You could use that on a specific project. Obviously with the mean fat quarter, you're getting nice pieces to work on other projects too. But they would all work together perfectly. And that comes right back to Lewis and Irene first starting the design process. They look at the range and they make sure that all 15 designs work together, but aren't just all one set colour palette. And that's sort of one of the real clever bits behind the design collections from my point of view anyway. Hope you agree. Wonderful. Well, I think I've covered everything. I hope I haven't bored you. If you have any questions at all, please get in touch. You can leave a message underneath the video, or just leave a comment and we will get back to you. You can email us through the website, message through any of the social media channels, and please don't hesitate. Pick the phone up, chat to me or one of the wonderful Empress team if you've got questions on any of the fabrics or, of course, the wider range in general. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.